What's going on, guys? It's Paper. Cut to you. What are y'all doing? Just chilling? Is it raining where you are? It's just soggy out here, man. It sucks. So now's a good time to play some video games. You know what I like doing in this game? Making close games. I like it more when I actually win them, but in this case it was epic because for the last 30 seconds we held them off of that last point. And I think the best part about it is that you're just playing with these random blueberries, and when the game actually manages to pair you guys up properly, games are great. And if you don't get paired up like that, you can do it yourself, you know. Change weapons, do whatever you need to do. I think there's tons of fun stuff to do other than just crushing people. And plus, I really like the last minute of a game that's already close to begin with. You can feel people are more invested in it. Give me my laser, come on, hurry up. I told you guys though, see how much energy I save by using my splitter rifle? It's actually crazy. See a laser, by the time we round, we should have it. We don't end up needing it, but we did have it. And if you really want to understand timings like this more, honestly, play StarCraft 1 or 2. It's this RTS. There's really no other RTS like StarCraft, as far as I'm concerned. Right now, it is the pinnacle of RTS games, if you just consider the 1v1 RTS straight up. Micro, macro, oh yeah, that, you know, your energy is technically your macro, and then everything in between is your micro. Trying to line those up so they work together is really what, yeah. Anyways, if you play StarCraft, you already know what I'm talking about. If you don't understand anything because you don't play StarCraft and you don't know anything about timings. Yeah, I'll put it like that. I'm sure there's other games you can get this from, but I just think StarCraft is so pure in that sense of you build, you have to do stuff, and you have to do them both at the same time. And the better that you match those two actions up, the better you play. That's kind of like knowing all your cooldowns on your abilities, you know, your grenades. When just knowing all your timings, that's essentially what it is, and actually being able to pull it off. Like the macro would be knowing how the gravity star works, and the micro is actually being able to actually slide into it in the right, spacing and whatever else you need to do whatever you're trying to do, because it's not even linear, right? That's the micro aspect. You can do so much with that. Do you want to get boosted upwards, forwards, backwards, into a weird stall? Who knows? You can do it all. I honestly hate being over here. You can use those trees to get up. I just like using my grapple for everything. I play this, I'd say, poorly, but that's only because I'm also playing it aggressively for no reason. I control the angle here, but I'm gonna fire star you in the face. I just want him to keep shooting at me. I didn't want him to hit me, but he did. And I get teabagged, and I think I should. That was pretty dumb. But I can't help myself sometimes. At this point, I'm like, everything counts. See, and this is that last minute I'm talking about. Everybody's playing a little bit better, a little bit more on edge. I'm as soon as I started this, I'm keeping the angle super tight. I don't want to get shot, and look how easy it is to get my Titan back and just keep spamming this. I should have spammed one more. Look at this, my decision making is cut right in between. I'm like, do I let go and try shooting him? Because if I die right now and I lose this Titan, this game is over. I lost a clip that's literally on the same level, exact same situation, and it's super close. I have a guy fighting another Titan. I have 2 batteries, my own Titan as well. I decide to jump onto his Titan to give him a battery, and I'm like, this is the game changer. This is going to be an awesome clip. And he does nothing to protect himself, doesn't put down a wall. I forget, maybe he was an ion, I don't know. Whatever he did, it was probably the worst things you could have done, and I die, they take the Titan, and shortly after, obviously, the game's over. And I'm like, I look at I'm gonna just assume this guy's gonna be at the bottom of the leaderboard, and he was, and that's kind of part of the macro, right? If I was trying to play to win there, I should have checked out who I'm giving my battery to, because it's a big deal if you're really looking to play competitively in a random pub game, or just trying to take really close victories like this. Those are things you have to consider. And yeah, I bet on the wrong guy to give my battery to. Yeah, that was a huge gamble of a play. It would have played out so nice if I just had to live. But it wasn't meant to be. Let me show you something else about making close games, and I think it's making good beginnings. The beginning of the game is always where everything's gonna kind of get judged out. See what everybody's up to. First to drop is still such a good advantage. I love this game for that. Honestly, it should have more of an arcade feel for the first to drop. Give them a little bit of a power up or something. I really like the idea of when I like more of a mismatch on my pilots versus Titans. Like, I like the idea of more pilots on the field than Titans versus a lot of Titans on the field with only a couple pilots. I thought there was a second guy. There is not. Usually I would go try to melee him, but this is about actually getting a solid start here. Sometimes this thing feels like it has so much ammo, and sometimes it just feels like it doesn't have enough. This is how you know I'm playing safe. I go for cover first. But starts like this just kind of dictate the pace. And I find when in doubt, I usually like to try to get a lead if it's going to be a close game. I feel like I can judge out the battlefield pretty well, and I know when I'm also going to get rolled if my team's not going to be able to keep up, at which point, you know, I'm just going to play for fun. Make a couple good plays happen at least. But considering how much I'm stomping people right now, like, look at the score. So, obviously somebody out there is getting some kills on the opposing team as well. Oh, as a grapple guy, you feel so good about that. Just out of reach. I swear I have to set a different sensitivity setting for my Titan on my controller that I can just flip between. It should be easy enough. You know, but once I load into a game, I'm just like thinking about playing. I'm like, I don't got time to be setting up new settings. It's Titanfall time already. I actually haven't played since I made the last video pretty much. We'll see, maybe my thing will just randomly start working. That's what I always hope. Computers are funny like that. Maybe I'll just kinda here. There. I banged all the sides. I'm rattling Vader's cage right now. That's what I got in here. The theme is red with some lightning on top. I got the Corsair ones. What were they? LL120s, something like that. But they're nice lights. They are. I looked throughout them. I'm like, this is definitely splurging. Definitely paying like 2x for it, but it looks good. Not gonna lie. And the interface isn't bad. You'd figure interfaces for things like this would be good and easy, but apparently it's not. And it is also a pain in the ass to hook up, and apparently they're all like that. But they look good, so I'm not complaining. So we're still on our first Titan here. Our team has a Titan advantage, and it's still 50 points. Just 60, 50 points. See, they're holding up really well. Don't you just love having a Legion by you when you have like a Titan outnumbered? Just puts it into easy mode. Even if it's another Ion, he puts up his shield first to block. That means I have more energy, and then I hold up my shield, and then we just stare at each other because it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna win that fight. I love it. It can't go any other way unless something like that happens. But that's 17 kills. You know, we're a third through the game, so yeah, it's a good way to kind of create some buffer. Whoops, get over here. Honestly, this footage is not special at all. I would say this is a pretty standard game, so standard that I'm actually bored at this point. I'm sorry, but it is. I just wanted to emphasize the point about like the opening and how much you can get done in this game at the beginning of the game. Get your Titan first and then just be super safe, and I'm sure you're gonna get a ton of kills regardless of who you are. Maybe you'll get more with Tone. Maybe you'll get more with a Spitfire. But yeah, you know, that's pretty much it. See, from there I just slow right down because I'm like, what's the point? We're winning anyways. What I get after that? 17. I'm gonna use my fingers. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. After that, we just got 6 kills. See, it's like whatever. I'm sure there's something memorable in between there, but... And if there wasn't, then really what the hell was I doing? Apparently I cut everything out. Yep, that's it. That's it for this game. I guess so. Alright, well, thanks for joining me on Paper. Cut to you. Is that an outro? Is that enough? Hey, I was in my Twitch. I think there's still people subscribed. Either? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go check. Yeah, I'm gonna go check the Twitch. See what's going on there. Then I'm gonna go on Discord for the next episode. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Alright guys, you all take care of yourselves. I'll see you all next time.